Carol Byrne. You're very welcome to Under the Grill with myself and Kevin.
Thank you so much for having me.
A little bit of champagne.
Coming up to Christmas, we are going to have champagne
Can I drink this?
coddle.
Is the champagne because of the Guinness?
It's because Carol did a special edition for Very Ireland, a special edit. Yeah, and how's it going? Tell us about working on it.
Yeah, it's going really well. This is the second one. Yeah, I had one last year, and then same time last year, same thing, same party work, but then again this year.
And it flew for you.
It did really well. Yeah, it did really well again this year. So
is it the sweater and the skirt?
Yeah, sweater and the skirt. Yeah,
and the sweater and the skirt. Yeah, and loads more.
Yeah, a good bit more. Yeah.
So what's the involvement like?
As in the whole process?
Yeah.
So kind of starts back in July. We went over to Liverpool and pick all the pieces, meet all the buyers over in the headquarters over there in Bury. So yeah, and then it's kind of back and forth a few times.
And you can feel your sense of style coming through.
Yeah, definitely. I do. Yeah, 100%. Now I'm definitely more glam than trainers and stuff. It's kind of what I'm more used to.
So that makes an awful lot of sense, that the dish that you actually picked. Like a Dublin coddle. from like glam to coddle.
And champagne.
I will say the coddle was a panic pick. But anyway, but like it's childhood. That's all I remember. My childhood was just literally coddle. We just were raised on stews and coddles and
And that's really charming. Yeah. You were raised. And tell us about your mum.
Well, that's actually my dad's recipe. The coddle, yeah, it's my dad's one. Yeah, so he always made that. But I think like we were talking about earlier on, Kevin, like it's when there was 6 of us, five boys and me, so I think it was just easier to just chuck everything in a pot.
Yeah.
You know,
feed
so
everybody.
Feed everything. Yeah.
Well, I think what's great about coddle is that it's basically an Irish stew with rashers and sausages in there. So it's a very economical way of feeding your family and giving them good food. And also the flavour is insane because if you pick your favourite sausage, your favourite rasher and put it into a broth, because that's kind of what you're doing, and it's simmering over a long period of time, all those flavours are going into the broth. And it's just visually, it's probably not the nicest looking thing. Have you eaten a coddle?
No, yeah, we used to call it slop.
You used to call it slop.
It's very
very pale sausages, everybody.
Yeah, but it's controversial. So it's like a lot of people might brown off the sausages first and put them in. But a traditional coddle, this is a very traditional coddle, right? So you've got your potatoes, your carrots, your bacon, your sausages, your onions. Really, that's really what's in there, and it's like and onions, lots of onions.
What's the stock?
It's a chicken stock that's gone in there.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my God, it smells exactly like...
Is it similar to your dad's?
Yeah,
is
it smells the exact same.
I decided to use cocktail sausages in that.
It's actually really good
because they're the perfect size. I'd say you've got memories of walking in the front door of the house and smelling that.
Oh yeah. Even smelling it now, like that's you just came from school and that's all. Like 9 times out of 10, it was coddle or stew that you smelled when you walked in. You know, but it's a real comforting dish. It's really hearty, especially in winter. It's lovely in winter.
And your mum used to make eclairs.
She's make eclairs and apple crumbles, apple tarts. She used to bake for all our birthday parties actually because.
Did your mum make those cakes? Like theme cakes?
Yeah, well, no, not theme cakes, no.
So, what was your mum's?
Like a Victoria sponge. That was. She used to make Victoria sponges, eclairs, apple tarts.
So that was homely. Yeah, to have a baker and a dad who make that. Yeah, that was very nice. Lovely,
actually. Yeah.
So you had 5 brothers, did you?
5 brothers. Yeah.
So you'd arrive in and be a big pot.
Wouldn't it was a big pot, yeah. But they used to call it prison food. They were like, oh, Jesus, prison food. But it was the best way to feed us all, you know, the easiest way to feed us all. So.
How did you get into what you do? So just how did you get into social media?
Well, I used to work in hospitality actually most of my life.
With Alan.
With Alan, yeah. Used to host and I did that for 10 years. So I used to just post pictures of the outfits I was wearing on Saturday night and kind of just grew legs.
Grew from there.
Yeah.
And did you find that there was did it jump like when it was through COVID, or was it?
It actually did jump a bit through COVID. Yeah.
Was that when you kind of
jumped a bit? Yeah, I think I jumped about 50,000 during COVID, which was good because everyone's at home, you know, doing.
And did you have big numbers before that?
I think I was at about 50 before that, and then after COVID, I was at about 110. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so it did jump
like people just like
100%.
Like glued to it.
Myself and my son used to do these chats like these, just have the crack, and because he's quite witty, like so he used to just come on and just have natural chats, and they did really well. So that's kind of how I grew with that.
Yeah.
What age is he?
He's 23 now.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez, you look 23 yourself.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
So this is from JeanSmullen.com. So she's suggesting a red wine, a Malbec. I'm sure you didn't have that when you were, your dad didn't have that with his coddle.
No.
What day of the week would you have a coddle? Like a Monday or Tuesday?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Every day. It was a big pot. So
it wasn't. It was like a coddle and an eclair. And then the next day was a coddle and
the
a
Victoria
sponge.
Yeah.
That's why I answered the champagne. This is luxury.
It's lovely. So the strong pork flavours from this dish, especially the fatty rashers, are best matched with a red with a lot of tannins, such as an Argentinian Malbec. And this one is called the Wanderer Malbec. It's €14, but it's €12 if you have your club card in Tesco's. The club card. Anyway, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Let me have a little taste.
It actually does, because I would have said white automatically to go with a coddle.
Would you pair anything with a coddle, though?
Well, no.
We're having champagne.
Probably.
Would you pair anything
That's like,
with a coddle?
this is like, it's so wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like champagne, Malbec, where really it should be a dirty pint of Guinness. Shouldn't it?
Yeah, but you don't have a Guinness tapper. We wouldn't might have done that. Not here, says
Beautiful
Kevin.
wine. That's really lovely.
And do you cook at home?
Right.
Do you cook?
Like, I'm not a major cook, I'm not going to lie.
No, that's cool.
I do cook like slow cooker stuff, like a curry or a pasta.
Lovely.
But I'm not much of I couldn't cook steak now because I'd ruin it.
So curry, what type of curry would you do? It's like,
It's just
if you went to a curry house, what would you order?
to a curry house.
Yeah.
Like say an Indian
In
version.
Indian, yeah.
Oh, korma. I love a korma.
So would you do a korma then and stuff?
No,
Why not?
definitely not. I wouldn't be able to. Well, I don't know. I've never tried it. I always think I'd just mess
It's
it up.
pretty straightforward to do. So what type of curry would you do in your...
So I just do like it's called, I got a recipe online. One of the girls actually that I follow did it and it looked really easy. It was just like curry paste and vegetables, chicken, all thrown into a slow cooker. So it's just like you leave it on, for 8 hours or whatever it is, or 7 hours. And then just add a bit of potato. So it was actually really nice. But it's the only thing I can cook well, and pasta.
Is that a Thai base or is it like Indian base?
Couldn't
Like,
tell you.
is there coconut milk in it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. What's that mean? Thai?
It's more Thai.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, it could be
coconut
from
milk.
the south of India either.
Yeah,
So.
coconut milk, but it's just like a very easy one
Do
that
you know what's
I
mad about
found
what you
quite
just
easy.
described there?
What?
That's gone back to your childhood again. Because there's another stew.
Yeah, it probably is. I know. It's all I know. I'm telling you.
A stew is like, it's like it's wrapping with a blanket.
Yeah, it is.
really comforting.
It's really comforting, yeah.
It's like, and I just love, I always remember whether it was soup or stew when you walked into the house, it's just like that great memory of, and I think smell of food kind of triggers memories of like going into
Everything.
my great aunts, like in chutneys and jams and the larder and stuff like that, and it's, and I automatically think of, and I'm sure you think the same about your mum, is like, I just think of, she was brilliant at cakes, Victoria Sponge and jams, and then like your mum is like,
so many things you remember back then, like, you know, even the rolling pin, or like I never see anyone with a rolling pin anymore. Maybe that's just me.
What about,
but like,
did you ever get the bowl and lick the bowl? Like,
yes.
Like that.
With the Christmas cake. We always did that with the Christmas cake.
And did you start making
wish? It's even bringing me back now to talking about like even the Christmas cake and stuff, you know, because she used to always make a pudding and then the Christmas cake, always from scratch every single year, which is the way it was, I suppose. That was that generation. They always did it.
Your mum probably made it this year for next year though. But you probably wouldn't know. So it was just like always making it.
Yeah.
So, but you were thinking it for this year, but it's probably for next.
Possibly, actually,
December 25.
Yeah. But I remember we had the same decorations on top of it every single year. Yeah, the same ones every single year. Yeah.
I was the same with the Christmas tree.
Same with the Christmas tree, yeah. Oh, sure, that was bloody
tinsel.
Toilet rolls.
No,
toilet rolls on the
we
tree.
used to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, remember that. That's a good memory.
Yeah.
And then...
That's a laugh. And does your dad know that we're having Coddle here today?
Yeah, I told him, yeah.
What's his name? What's his first name?
Tony.
Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Coddle.
Well done.
Yes, we're loving this Coddle. It's my first ever Coddle, ever.
Is your first ever?
You're not finishing it
never had it either. I've had 40 years of it. I'm okay.
Yeah. So you told him you were coming on to see Kevin Dunn today, and was he chuffed?
Yeah, he was. He was actually really excited about it because he was like, when I asked him about the recipe, he said, I'll make it for you. And I was like, no, it's not. It's actually not for me. So he said he's really excited, yeah.
Did he say he'd make it? That's so lovely.
Yeah,
because
he said he'd make it.
Dublin people are so proud of Coddle. Like, they are so into it, aren't they?
But you know, we had that conversation with Catherine Lynch and we were talking about boxty potato. Coddle is similar to that. Like, your dad would have had boxty is from Leitrim, so it's like a potato cake.
Oh, nice.
But every family would have their own slight little recipe and they'd be quite competitive one-on-one. And the Dublin Coddle is the same.
So funny. That's so. I actually never see it in restaurants though. I never see codle like on a menu anywhere.
Well, go over to actually that's what you should do. Bring your dad.
The grave digger. Is that
grave
what it's
diggers.
called? The grave digger. Yeah.
And that's for Kieran.
Coming up to Christmas.
Yeah, and just get I was in there and I got like a bowl of codle and a lovely pint of Guinness, beautiful pint of Guinness. I was made up.
So would you actually order a codle? Would you order it on the menu?
Absolutely. If I saw a codle and I knew the chef, Kieran's a really good chef, so I would definitely order
it.
And there's I would order an Irish stew as well. Mm-hmm. I just love stews. So Davy Burns in Dublin would have a really good Irish stew. It's like a traditional
lamb.
See, traditional. It's my tradition. No, if that makes sense. It's like that codle that your dad makes is the codle that I remember as a child. Yeah. And the Irish stew that David Burns does is my Irish stew as a memory.
So what meat is in that one? In
lamb.
The lamb. Okay, yeah. So we had steak in ours. So it was like, or not steak. It was like
braised steak or whatever. It's brown stew people used to call it.
Was it mutton or? Was it lamb or?
No, it definitely wasn't lamb. It was like beef, I think. I'm pretty sure it was beef. Yeah.
And was it brown stew?
Yeah, it was brown stew. Because I remember when we were always sent to the shop, we were told to get either the white soup or the brown soup, but it didn't matter which you got. Like you just got like an oxtail or like a whatever it was. Yeah. Once it was brown, so.
Yeah, so it was brown. Yeah, so it was oxtail soup.
That's how you knew what you were getting for dinner. It's like go to the shop and get a white soup. You're like, damn it, God.
God, no oxtail soup. It was in every house in Ireland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I mean, I only had it a few times. I don't think we were big into it.
But your mum put it in our stews.
I didn't like it.
Did you not?
No, do you like oxtail soup?
No, I hate it.
That's the only thing I've said I didn't like on the whole thing, but it's very strong, isn't it?
It is very strong.
It seems to come back though, because you see in the supermarkets now that the oxtail is definitely on the butcher counters. Some of that, and like proper oxtail. Oh my God, it's delicious.
Like my dad always wanted the liver, you know, the liver with the proper. Remember, you used to get the big fry, and the liver would come with such a strong flavour. The mixed grill,
mixed grill,
like liver as in the meat.
Yeah.
Oh no,
it's really
it's
really strong.
I think it's
liver
really
mashed
good
potato. Yeah, it is, but it's really good for you.
It's got loads of iron in it, and it's very
really
good
if
you're sick or whatever. Yeah, and with onions and everything, and actually it's all right. It wasn't the worst. But half a tomato. Yeah. Pretty nice. And what about desserts? Is there an 80s dessert that you...
apple crumble. I think till this day. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So we had do you remember the, oh God, what was the really fancy, it started with a V. Viennetta. So that to us was like, it was like 10 Christmases at once. You're literally... Yeah, we had the what was the ice cream? It was plain ice cream. It was dairy something.
Dairyland. Dairy ice cream.
Yeah, so that's what we had. Yeah, but
did you ever have Instant Whip or Angel Light?
Oh yeah, the Angel Light. I do remember that actually.
Then you were posh.
Oh, the whippy thing.
Yeah, so if you had Angel Light butterscotch flavour, was it?
No, I remember the pink one. I definitely remember the strawberry. Yeah, I remember the strawberry one.
So it was like Instant Whip was. So you had Instant Whip and then you had Angel Light. You landed. You got Angel Light. You landed.
Well, that was Christmas time as well. That was like a Christmas, because I remember Mum used to always do the shopping for Christmas, but it was like the only, sorry, I don't mean like it was the only time the year that we had food in the house, but the only time of the year they had like loads of food in the house. Like otherwise it was just like dinner to dinner, you know. It was like you just
but that's still the way it is.
Yeah,
today,
of course. You didn't. It was
nicer like that. I think when your mum used to go up the village and go to the butcher and get one dinner a day, and it wasn't this big huge shop.
No, exactly. Yeah.
And now, I mean, there's no vegetable shop near me anymore. I mean, there is a butcher's, but there was one and it recently closed. So it's not as easy to do your shop every day, which was such a little pleasure. Yeah. Not having to go into an Aldi or a Tesco and just doing little shops.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like, I think a lot of people like worked from home as well, so they had more time to do that. So it's like time poor now, so you need to plan. You need to plan your week and plan your dinners and try and get organised.
It's going back that way because people are at home, so there is more time to do those little shops. You know,
we did a weekly shop. She did a weekly shop every Wednesday, religiously every Wednesday, to Crazy Prices in Ballybrack.
Crazy Prices, yeah,
religiously. And I remember there was a Crazy Prices bus actually that literally went to
Crazy Prices back. That is cool. I love that. Yeah. That is so cool.
You often think back like how they did it, you know, because like there was 6 of us, we had no car, just drag all of us to shopping. And
but I remember like being as a kid in Clondalkin, like Mum had one of those like buggy things. I was like on Sharon was on the back, my sister, and I was in the thing, and then the shopping was all tucked in underneath.
Yeah, like, it'd be all over the place. Yeah.
Stuffed it underneath it.
Yeah. So funny.
Like you were sitting on food, like under your blankets. But it was yeah. But you know, we're all here to tell the tale, and it's great.
And we're all here
great childhood memories of food in our house for sure. It's like sitting around kitchen. I mean, you must have had great chats around your tables.
Yeah, well, it was more like slagging. We used to just, you know, obviously the coddle was like the biggest joke because everyone was just sick of it because we just ate it all the time. So yeah, it was a bit of a, the boys just call it prison food, or we're having the prison food again, or we're like, it's just.
And what would your dad think of browning the sausage? He wouldn't be into it.
Oh God, I think they were just thrown in the pot. I don't think they were ever browned actually, because they were quite white. That's actually brown compared to what it was for us actually, because I think it was just thrown in raw and just boiled.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it's probably just now the sausages of today would have more pork content in them and stuff like that. Than
I mean, they literally looked like white, not nice looking.
And if you had a food destination in the world, where would it be?
Do you know what? I'd love to say that I'm really cultured and I know all these places, but actually I had Connor so young that like I didn't really get to travel that much. Yeah. You know, so I don't even know where I'd go or.
Where was your last holiday?
My last holiday was Portugal. Now I've been to New York. I went to New York. I've only really started traveling the last couple of years since Connor got a bit older, so I could, you know, obviously take off a bit. But you know, when they're young, and obviously you have them by yourself, you can't really take off. In
Portugal, did you like the Portuguese food?
I love the Portuguese food.
Like the peri-peri chicken and
love it. I love it over
there.
Well, all the
on the
food
beach
is
and all
really
that.
good over there. It is really good.
Yeah.
So where would you go? Like, where would you think is the best place for food?
It's different. I love Italy because I love Italian food. So
I'd love to go to Italy.
And it's a beautiful country. I love Asia, and so probably they're my two go-tos. In terms of if I was put on a spot where I would go, I'd definitely.
Probably would say Italy actually, because I love Italian food.
But I was in Moscow and had some nice food in Moscow. So it was in Petersburg. It was for my wife's roundy birthday. I'm not telling you which one it was. But Cash was mad into ballet.
Oh yeah.
So I booked her the Nutcracker with the Russian ballet suite or whatever in Petersburg, and so we stayed in Moscow. First, we ate in the famous Russian restaurant. It was like really cool, but it was like salmon kulibiak. Salmon is like salmon on croûte with puff pastry on outside, and then with eggs and stuffed in the centre. That was pretty cool. What was it? We have, and then we got the train, an overnight train to Petersburg. And it was really cool. So if anybody goes, well, I'm probably not going to Russia now, but if anybody goes and you're going from Russia to Moscow to Petersburg, take the train and take the Royal Suite. It was 160 euros for the night for the two of us. It was an overnight train, and you had your own butler and everything else, and they served you breakfast and dinner in the train. Wow. And then we went to Petersburg, and then we went to the ballet. It was it's an amazing country. The ballet was unreal. I fell asleep, but Catherine really enjoyed it.
one of my best.
You weren't even listening to me. What did I just say? What did I say?
The ballet was unbelievable.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Catherine,
did she kill you?
No, she loved it. That I was asleep.
Did she kill you?
Sorry, I haven't got your number now.
Did she take a picture? I was going to say something.
But
I was dying to say something.
Yeah, go on, say it now.
I went to Moscow too.
Oh, brilliant.
So there. With Smirnoff. Smirnoff.
Oh yeah, cool. Very good.
So that was pretty amazing, and we had vodka and caviar for breakfast, and I stayed in the Ritz Hotel, and we got lost on
Excuse us.
Yeah. But you must get trips like that, do you?
No, God, no.
As
I wish I got trips like that. No.
You have like 320,000 followers, right?
I've actually got 330.
29,000, 30.
I forgot myself. I was like, shit.
And so tell us about the life of an influencer. Tell us who contacts you. Obviously very Ireland, which is cool.
I mean, the thing is, like, you know, to be honest, I mean, obviously online looks very glamorous. Everything looks very glam. But at the end of the day, you know, it's
a job.
Well, it's a job, first of all. But, like, I also feel like I lead a double life sometimes, you know, because, like, you know, my mom's going through something at the moment that's quite hard. And then, you know, I've got Connor. It's a whole other life that's here that's, you know, an everyday life.
Normal stuff, yeah.
To be honest, normal. And hard, you know, like everyone's life. Well, we were talking earlier, everyone's life is hard and stuff. But obviously it is good and I really enjoy it. And I'm happy where I am. But yeah, there's a whole other side. You know.
Of course, we know that. Yeah. We know that. And you've been really good about talking about being on antidepressants, which is so encouraging for people because life isn't easy. And sea swimming, or was it doing the cold baths?
No, I don't do them. No, I just do swimming in general. Just
swimming.
But I couldn't get into the sea now. You would not get me in the sea. But no, I just swim.
You swim and you love it.
I just enjoy that,
exercise.
like 40 minutes or whatever. Like, but yeah, like I do. I love it. Obviously, I would never change it at all.
But you're entitled to, I mean, being a model, you didn't have to tell everybody your whole life story. You're entitled to have a glamorous life without having to have another. Yeah. Everybody knows that this is the glamorous side.
Yeah, of course.
So you were a front of house lady in house.
Yeah.
And that made you who you are. But it's okay to, I think everybody knows. I know people sometimes say that about social media, that it's all smiles and stuff.
Well, it is. Of course it is.
But it is. What are you going to do?
A lot of it's jealousy. So it's like this trolling shite. It's like...
Well, look, there's a lot of that
There's
as well.
a lot of that. You just have to ignore it.
Is there
I
a
don't
lot of
even
it?
look at it.
Yeah, there would be a bit of that, yeah.
And do you have anyone to help you? I mean, do you do it all yourself?
As in with the content and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do the content stuff. Like Katie's great. She always gives a dig out if I need, bits and pieces. But in general, I rent an office in town actually, and I do most of it there. That's
that's great.
The
so to make it.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. We saw it, be shocked. It's like a big site, but I do most of it in there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of keep it in, because then I'm in the mindset of it's a... Like I just get up in the morning and go, yeah, exactly. I go into work and then I come home, so it's a good.
And do you do any other collaborations other than Very? What else have you done? Or
it changes month to month. Like different brands. Like this month is River Island. I have Next coming up. Like so, there's different ones every month. But obviously, Very was an amazing one. It's quite. I love the guys in Very as well. Like they're just sound, salt of the earth, really really enjoyable,
really nice to work with.
Really lovely to work with.
It makes a difference, doesn't it? When you find a brand that you believe in.
Yeah.
You have to believe in it, or else it doesn't come across.
Absolutely.
And then if they're really good to work with,
really good to work with. Like it doesn't, because you just feel more like invested and more a part of it and just more natural. It just feels more like if you believe in yourself, you feel
So I've been working with you guys for the last 15 years.
Yeah, we do okay, don't we?
We're still here. We're still talking.
Still here. We know.
Barely. It's like she wasn't even listening to me. Well, can I do that too? Can I?
I wasn't listening to you. My God, okay.
It's like I'm sick of listening to you.
Not at all. I was half listening. I was just so excited I had something to say. Shut up. I'm going to go on to the next bit.
I'm so excited something to say. That's like me and I watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm like, I know the answer. Shut up, everybody.
I'm ready. So we're going to go on to our quick bite section now.
We're going to have to get a buzzer.
We'll do our quick bite section. So, Tato or King?
King.
Okay, you knew that straight away.
Straight away.
There's been a lot of King, I have to say.
I never buy Tato.
My local pub now, they don't do Tato, they do King.
Oh yeah, in where?
It's funny.
In McKenna's.
Oh yeah, in Dublin, yeah. So your favourite pub? Do you have a favourite pub?
I love Devitt's. I love Devitt's on Camden Street.
Devitt's is a great pub.
Yeah, I like Devitt's. It's really good. It's always good atmosphere when you go in there. It's always...
There's live music and
live music and it's good.
It's good fun,
yeah.
It's
funny, I know all the pubs,
Camden Street. Yeah, I'm like...
See, I've never heard of the Gravedigger though. I've never heard of that.
Oh, no way.
I've never heard of that.
Where is it? North side, yeah.
Oh, it's North side, okay. I've never heard of it.
Pub.
It's an iconic pub.
It's kind of in a little square as such.
And what's really interesting about the Gravedigger is that there's the front door and then there's a side door that came in from the graveyard. And years ago, the Irish Catholics used to come in the side door. If they came in the front door, they had to pay to come in the front door. And they came in the side door for free. It's well worth going out there. It's a class.
I would like to go out there.
Red sauce, brown sauce, or Ballymaloo?
Red sauce. I hate brown sauce. Oh, brown sauce actually reminds me of my childhood in a bad way. It's horrific. Our school lunches were like ham and brown sauce.
Were they? No way. You made them your dad. What, do you like Marmite?
I've actually never tasted Marmite.
No, we have some here.
I've never tasted
We have some here.
Oh, don't make me taste it. Don't work on me.
I don't know.
Oh,
there it is there. There it is there.
Where's it in the bin?
I'm only going to give you a little.
Do you have a food faux pas or
It's literally that
food
much.
disaster that you can think of while you're tasting the Marmite? What do you think?
It's quite oxtaily.
Yeah, it's grand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, all right.
Yeah, but you can put a spin of that you can put a spin of that into a cup of hot water.
It's actually okay.
Yeah, it's grand.
Yeah, it's
not
all
Marmite,
right,
just
yeah.
awful the way
It's
people
nice
talk about
on
it.
toast with butter as well.
Can you think of a food disaster or a food faux pas?
That I've done?
Yeah.
All of them.
Have you
I'm
been
such a bad cook.
All
Really, I am
of
a
them,
terrible
yeah.
cook. Genuinely. I tried to make like a chocolate. I can't remember what it was that I was making actually. It was actually during COVID. I tried to melt twirls, but it just like stuck to the bottom of the... It doesn't melt actually.
That happens to me sometimes.
you need to melt those really, really slowly.
Yeah,
over
I didn't do that. I just threw it in the pot. Yeah, and it just all stuck to the bottom. Didn't melt at all.
Because it's not really chocolate. So.
Oh, full of sugar. Then? Just under like a pot of water type thing, is it?
So it's called a bain-marie. So it's like you get a pot, saucepan, put some water in, and then like a pudding bowl over it, and let the water heat up, and it's heat in the bowl.
That's where
steam
I went
in the bowl,
wrong
and then it will melt it down.
So champagne is your drink of choice.
Yeah, it definitely would be. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
it would be.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there another?
My wife would love you.
Is there anything else that you like that's a real treat? You know, if you're going out to a restaurant, something really special that you'd order.
Honestly, champagne's probably my biggest go-to. And whiskey and ginger, I do drink whiskey and ginger. Nice. Yeah, so I like
that one.
I actually find you wake up not as
hungover.
Tart.
It's more pure.
Tart.
Maybe it's more pure. Yeah, maybe
Tart.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Tart.
Exhausted.
He wants us to listen to him. we don't want to wake up tired.
Tired is like another word for hungover.
We know.
That's just like, just in case you didn't get it.
Just
like,
tired.
I feel as if I'm outnumbered here. So
I'm just not
We've
able
both got our
anymore.
sparkles on, right?
Yeah.
I can't do the hunger like that. Oh, that
Yeah, it's tough when
you hit 40, you're like,
working. I know, it's hard to cope with, isn't it? Yeah. But listen,
awful.
you look gorgeous in your red. I love it, and I love your collection, and it's great to have you here. So thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.